This week, we meet Lizzy V, a recording artist and songwriter from Holland, who, like many others, lost most of her income during the coronavirus lockdown. She had to start thinking creatively. How was she going to turn her business around and fast? One option for Lizzy was to begin selling her expertise, providing her services for hire. Platforms such as Fiverr is a great way to begin doing this. That's why in today's video, I'm gonna go through the steps that got Lizzy V to a level 1 seller status on Fiverr in only 2 months. A level 1 seller is Fiverr's official stamp of approval, a collection of good star ratings, just like what you'd see on multiple other review-based platforms such as eBay and Airbnb. For those joining me for the first time, my name is Rebecca Smartbakken and I help musicians grow their audience and business using social media. Go ahead and hit subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell to get notified whenever I share a new lesson about music marketing. I launch about 1 video per week and I promise not to disappoint you. Also, if you like what you see here today, give me a thumbs up and a comment, as this will really help me with the YouTube algorithm so more musicians can see my content. Thanks, guys. Now, let's get started generating some revenue through Fiverr. So before we go through Lizzy V's steps, let me share with you why you should be using Fiverr or any other outsourcing platform. There are lots of people using all of the various outsourcing platforms, even more so because over 36.5 million Americans alone lost their jobs from the first 2 weeks of lockdown. The traffic on these platforms has shot up over the past couple of months. With all that extra traffic means a lot more jobs being posted and a lot more people available for work. Musicians started to create more music with all their free time, and they need others' help to complete the tracks. Whether you're a producer, vocalist, sound engineer, or songwriter, there are other creatives looking to get a quick turnaround using your skills. So naturally, Fiverr is one of the first places that musicians will start reaching out for fast and low-cost collaboration. Spotify acquired SoundBetter, an online marketplace for sound engineers and producers, showing that the demand is worth investing in as its popularity continues to grow. With the high traffic of people looking to hire expertise right now, if you aren't visible on these platforms, you're essentially losing out on business right now. Second reason why you should be on these platforms is that you get paid to collaborate. Being hired to use your talents in collaboration with other artists on Fiverr, you're creating art with other people. Collaboration is one of the most effective strategies to build and grow your brand. You open up the opportunity to tap into others' networks and fan bases. A lot of collaboration happens for free, which most people end up doing for free. However, Fiverr bridges the gap between not having somebody available to collaborate with and allowing artists to make money for being available. Instagram DMs are loaded with people looking to collaborate for free, whereas Fiverr is the place where they're offering to pay. Be seen on both. And the last reason, you're stepping outside of your comfort zone. The nature of these platforms can be very random. One day you might be asked to be a vocalist over a metal track, and then country the next day. This is going to push you out of your comfort zone, and that's okay. Your journey will always continue to take you on different paths and out of your usual area. Exploring new genres and avenues of music you wouldn't necessarily explore will open up your journey. The best musicians out there are the guys who are knowledgeable across a multitude of music areas. Let's go through the steps that got Lizzy V to a level 1 seller status on Fiverr in only 2 months. I also want to hear from you in the comments if you've had any experience using Fiverr or SoundBetter or any other outsourcing platform, and whether you felt they helped you and gave you good business. Please share in the comments. So the first thing you need to do is pick a platform. Fiverr began its service mostly geared towards the creative industry's needs. It's now scaled and grown into lots of different areas of outsourcing. Sound better and niche platforms can also be good as there's less traffic from non-related potential customers. Lizzy decided to create her profile on Fiverr because of the amount of traffic that's on the platform. Since Fiverr is a platform of creatives, there's also other content creators looking for musicians to contribute in their content. Let's say a company is creating an ad. They need music for that ad, so they head on to Fiverr to find musicians that can make music for that ad. Great, you've selected a platform, now what? You need to create a profile. Spend some time filling out the profile information that's requested. It's kind of an online CV and presentation of yourself that people will see before they decide on hiring you. Your presentation, CV, pitch is very important. Show who you are, what value you can bring, and how you deliver that value. It's also a great idea to add some accomplishments if you have them. Now let's take a look at Lizzy's profile. Your description and your presentation of yourself is everything. You need to present your passion, your expertise. Since you're presenting yourself as an expert, you also should present some achievements and, if you have any, education. The next step you need to do is create your gigs, basically your products. Yes, you could actually start forming products around your music and talent. Where do you even begin? First of all, you need to know your expertise areas. What are you good at? Then, before you start creating your own products, see what other experts in your field or sometimes out of your field are doing. What type of products do they have? The helpful thing is, with these platforms, it's easy to see how popular the products are by seeing how many reviews they hold. So if you see something in your expertise area that others are selling like crazy, then there's obviously a market for this. Then start forming your products around it. The name of the game when you're using these platforms is reviews and stars. You need to find a way to get tons of reviews and fast. The easiest way to do this is to create some cheap products. You see a lot of products for $5 on Fiverr, hence the name, right? So start thinking what you can do for $5 and that will not take you too long to complete. Lizzy V told me, you need to set your ego aside for this one. And this is the name of the game in online business. You need to have different tiers of products. Start cheap and then work your way up. I have tons of free products that I give away on my website, such as my ebook, How to Launch a Single in 2020, linking to it in the bio, download it, or even a 25-minute course on how to grow your Instagram as a musician, linking to that as well. By offering a cheap product or several, you're then opening yourself up for volume, which is what you want in the beginning on these platforms to build up a presence. You need to start showing to the world that people are using you and benefiting from your expertise. Make sure you're using a video to present yourself and your expertise. You can even use several videos and put them into a carousel. But also present the gig with text. Here it's very important to bring in your expertise again. You need to constantly sell them on your expertise throughout their whole sales process. But also the value you will give them by working with them. The better you are to present yourself in your profile and in your gigs. Each gig product lives on its own website where people will visit before they even get to your profile. So always make sure that every entry point into working with you is valuable and describes who you are efficiently. Use all medias available. Video, pictures, texts. This will take you some time, but it's worth the investment. The better the presentation, the more gigs you will get. And you need to be personal. People want to work with a person after all, so you need to tell them what makes you unique and what they should expect working with you. Next step is to create your upsell. What's great about these platforms is that they're specifically built to generate revenue for sellers. They're not interested in your customers only spending $5 when they could easily spend $10. This is where the easy upsell comes in. Do you want to deliver the project sooner? You might charge an extra $10 for that. Do they want depth to the project? Then charge extra. If they come this far and they're ready to buy, you'll want to optimize the buying process by giving the option of extra add-ons services. Fiverr operates with a basic, standard, and premium version of each product. Here are Lizzy's different tiers that she's using to sell her services. As you can see, it's easy for a lead to come in and get interested with the $5 product. So they read your profile, they get to know you better. Then when you've sold that product, they realize they not only want you for 30 seconds, they need you for 90. $5 just turned into 40. Okay, you have your profile up, you have your product, now you need to go live. So what happens in these marketplaces is that they usually push traffic in the direction of new users to help bring in the first orders and get the ball rolling. Just like a free trial on a gambling site, they want to hook you in and make you feel like a winner so you continue to make money for them as well as you, of course. So enjoy and take full advantage of this beginner's gold rush. You will begin with 0 stars and reviews, so you will need to make sure your first customers will leave happy. This means you will need over delivery. Go above and beyond what is needed. Whether it's communication, deliverable time, everything, you want every single review to be glowing success to build up your respect on the platform. You then need to work your way up. The same as any business. Once you've established yourself and gotten comfortable with the process, you need to start taking on more and testing out new products. See what works, revise it, change it, and try again. Find what gives you a good, consistent flow of inbound leads and revenue. When you've successfully gained the reviews, the stars, started to receive more requests than what you can handle, and raised your prices, you can then begin to offer bigger gigs for better reviews and continue working your way up. That's it for today, guys. That's how Lizzy V started making a living on Fiverr and became a level 1 seller. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and the bell notification to receive updates from me once a week. See you next week.